Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, everybody, and welcome to Charles Matthews Morning Show. Hey, I'm your host, Charles Matthews. Here's a quick question. You know, I'm a professional MC. I do weddings left, right, and center, and I'm always there listening how they met up. How did they meet? Swipe left, swipe right, skip, meet. How do you meet somebody? But when you meet them, how do you keep them? When you keep them, how do you meet them? It's all confusing. So I need somebody to help you out so we can get this story straight. Let's go. Welcome our special guest.
What's up? What's up? What's up? How are you doing, brother?
How you doing, my friend?
It's been a while, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing fabulous.
Man, I guess I'm the old school generation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Left, right, skip, double tap, love heart.
Right.
Like it's all confusing. You know what I mean? And then when you
Yes.
find swipe left, right, do you go to the first meeting? Do you go for a second meeting? Do you go for coffee first? How do you stay together to make it happen? So I said, listen, I know I need work in the future, so I need to know how it happens. So this is why you're here today, man.
Well, thank you for having me, man. I'm willing to enlighten as much as I can on you and the audience to help everyone just get to that next level of love that they're looking for.
All right. So before we get started, give us some background on you. Born and raised, where are you from?
So I was born in Jamaica, but I came to Canada a week after my 12th birthday. So I did all my schooling here. And, I got to a certain age, I got into radio and worked in radio from 2000, I think it was 2006, 2008, right up until 2020. And within that time, I started doing a little coaching on the side. I did the course, got my certification in coaching. And one thing I noticed coaching single people and coaching people in relationship is that a lot of people's core values were not in alignment. And because core values aren't in alignment, that caused a lot of strain on relationships, and relationship breaks down, which is increasing the divorce rate at a higher level. So I wanted to play my part and put a cap on that, right? As well as, I went to NICE, did my license, got certified as a matchmaker as well. Because constantly when I coach single people, I'm hearing this time and time again. There are no good guys out there from the ladies. And the ladies are saying there are no good guys out there. And I'm like, how the hell is it possible that you're both saying the same thing, but y'all assuming that you're good? It's either that y'all are just corrupt together or y'all are not crossing path, right? So then I decide, take matters in my hand, got certified as a professional matchmaker. And now I'm on the path of just like making love matches, making some love connections, right? And as you mentioned earlier, the swipe left, swipe right, I use that a lot because I realized the game has just come off the street and the game is now online. Because back in our old school days when we were growing up, we had to make time to talk to one person on the sidewalk and hopefully get the number. And when we get the number, we can focus on that one person. But when you're online, you could be texting multiple people, right? So this is where my role come in. You don't have to do that. You register with me, right? I'll do all the vetting for you. And when I say vetting, we do deep background check. So we're not presenting someone to you that says they have it all together and they're coming with like 59 R9s, okay? So we're doing all that vetting.
That was his friend's Benz he was leading at, taking the picture.
Exactly.
Okay. I got you.
This is how we came to be My Relationship Xpert.
All right, let's have some fun with this today. I'm gonna throw today's script right out the window. We're gonna start over on this one. Let's do the pros and the cons, and let's have some fun. All right. Young people feel like they're too shy to go out and talk to somebody. So let's talk about what's the pros of dating online.
So I think you cracked up to you. I want to know what the pros of using a matchmaker is. Is that what I?
Yeah.
Okay. Here are the pros of working with a matchmaker. People who come to a matchmaker tend to be serious and they're ready for a long-term commitment or marriage, right? In addition to that, they're paying money for my service. It is not free. It's not that expensive, but it's also not cheap, right? So when you put out a type of money, it says that you are committed and ready to move to another level. Right.
Okay.
So we tend to get the people who are career minded, they're serious in their career, they've reached certain levels, but they don't have the time or they're just not in the place to really meet someone. So that's where they contract someone like myself they pretty much Once they register on my site, we go through an hour and a half long interview process because I want to make sure that you're someone I want to take on as a client. Because I often say, if you're not someone I can see me being friends with, I cannot sell you to someone else. Right. So we go through that because we are at a high level of integrity. So that's the pros to coming to a matchmaker, to making sure that whoever is presented to you is exactly what it is. Well, we're going to be at least 95% of what it is you're looking for.
Right, because if they're taking the time to spend the money, come to you, they're
Hmm.
serious. There's no more games.
Exactly.
They're at a certain position in their life, and they're like, "Listen, I need help. I want to settle down. I'm looking for the right person."
That's right. That's
Okay,
right.
so
Hmm.
now what's with the to me, some of the old generations of pulling out the chair, opening the door, bringing
Hmm.
flowers. Do you feel
Hmm.
like that's still here, or is it a new style of generation of things that are happening?
Well, here's my take on that. It's an individual choice, right? It all depends on your brought up, see your training. I always say to people, when you go on a date, don't try to impress anyone. Because whatever you do to make that impression, you're expected to hold that for the rest of the relationship. So I always tell people, I only require two things of you: be yourself and be
Mhm.
respectful. Show who you are so someone knows, this is what I want. But
Yes.
don't show the security guard up front. Understand? And when I say the security guard, that's the guy that you're hiding behind. You show the security guard up front. How long can the security guard last before he quits on you? Right?
Mm.
So I tell people two things: be yourself and be respectful. That's all we ask. And let the rest do its course.
So we're not supposed to come out and show her like the dollar bills and show the nice fancy restaurants right off the bat,
Listen,
the
if
ride and all that stuff.
here's the thing, if you're looking for love, I'm not saying you can't do that, but be careful
Mhm.
how you do that. Because if
Oh,
you're looking for a gold digger, then yeah, go right ahead. But if you're looking for love, then show what makes you the one,
and everything
right?
else is special after that.
Exactly. Everything else is gravy, man. Because at the end of the day, like, the person who's truly looking for love doesn't really care all that much, but they're looking for the heart. They're looking to connect with the soul. They're looking for intertwining.
All right. So where should we be looking for this partner in crime? Where's some good places to find, the one?
Well, it starts with registering with me at myrelationshipexpert.com, or
There you
just to make it simple, because there's no E at the beginning of expert, I've registered mrxmatch.com, right? So it starts there, right? Let me go out, let me find it for you, let me do the vetting for you, because here's what happens. A lot of times we're out and we're drawn by physical attraction.
go. Mm-hmm.
And when we get drawn by physical attraction, we get captured by physical attraction. And half the times we truly don't like the person, but because we invested so much time, 8 months has gone by, we start getting sexually active, all these things that comes with it, right? Then we realize, I don't really remember why I don't really like this person, but I'm so far gone and I'm stuck. So 5 years deep, you're upset about something, but you're not quite sure of what it is. So it starts with, come to mrx.com or myrelationshipexpert.com and let me vet for you and put you together with the person you're truly desiring.
so, so the six pack and the booty got you. That's one of the things, right?
Exactly. Come on, how many times have that caught us? And then we realize, oh my God, we had a child with this person. Now I'm in hell for the next 18, right?
Talk about. Let's be real. All right.
Exactly.
So when we come to you, is there a
Mhm.
form we fill out? Like what's how we do it? Because we want to come and I don't want to come and just sit
Exactly.
there and go, oh, I'm not ready. I didn't know you wanted this. I got to think about that. And what do I really
No.
want? Is there a
Yes.
form? You
So
sit down. How's it work?
yeah, so pretty much I don't take on more than 8 clients at a time, because of the amount of times I allocate and I put in, I want to be able to be giving all my clients proper 100% service, right?
Hmm.
So the first step is you go to my website, right? You register. Once you register within 24 to 48 hours, so that's the start of your profile. Someone will be contacting you, okay, and schedule an interview with you. That interview, I tend to do it in person because you can mask a lot of things, right? Just in virtual like this. So unless someone is really far away, then we just do a face to face. But we tend to do a lot, virtual, but when it's close by, we do face to face. 8% of the time, it's face to face because we want to see everything. So once you do that, someone gets in touch with you, we do an hour and a half long interview session. And that interview, we get to know you as a person, and we hear what it is you're looking for. And then if I identify certain things, right, because some things are not always said, right, then I can
Mhm.
say, hey, you know what, you're saying this, but I think this is better suited for you. Because some people are influenced by their environment, by their backgrounds, right? But when
Mhm.
you sit and you have a deep conversation, the true person will come out in a lot of ways, right? So we vet all of that, right? And if they decide they want to go ahead, we have three packages. We have the gold, which is our lower package. We have the platinum, and then we have the diamond. I had a lady ask me the other day, which package do you recommend for me? And I said, in all honesty, I could say the diamond to make some money, but it's not about that. It's about
Exactly.
integrity, right? So I
It's not
said,
what
you
you. It's
simply
about,
just need, yeah, I
right.
said, you simply need my gold package. She goes, I was only testing your character. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wasn't expecting that. But
Mm.
yeah, I will always recommend exactly where you are to suit your needs,
All right.
right?
Let's
Yes.
have some fun. Here we go.
Mhm.
It's time for rapid fire. Rapid fire, we're going to ask you a couple of questions. You got 2 minutes on the clock to spit out the answers real fast. Now, you can elaborate on these answers, but remember, you got 2 minutes on the clock to get through all the questions. And we're going to get to know you a little bit more, have some fun with it. Are you ready for rapid fire?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's put some music on to get you ready. And we're going to get steady and let's go. Let's have some fun.
Mhm.
All right. A, B, C, or D? Which one would you like?
Um, let's go with the B in the middle.
All right, here we go. 2 minutes on the clock, starting now. What advice would you give someone trying to get into a field like yours?
I would say take the time to get to study and learn people's personalities, because the better you are at knowing people's personality, the quicker you are and the more effective you will be at matching people together.
What scares you?
What scares me? What scares me is seeing marriages and good relationships break down,
Cats or
because
cats or dogs?
I would say dogs.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live and why?
Right now, I'm gonna say Florida, simply because you know what? It's North America, and I'm just sick of the cold.
What would you change about yourself?
I missed that one.
What would you change about yourself?
What would I change? If I had to change anything, maybe I'd make myself maybe about 5 inches taller. That's about it.
Same here. All right. What is something you do not like doing?
Something I do not like doing. Hmm. Pretend. I don't pretend.
All
I'm
right.
straight.
What is something you like doing?
Coaching and helping people to strive to their best.
Favorite hobby?
Favorite hobby? I would say DJing.
What do you love most?
What I love most, next to my wife, I'm gonna say food.
Well, when were you first in love?
When was I first in love? I'm going to say that was when I met my wife at age, she was 17, I was 18 or 19. Yes.
There you go. With 9 seconds left, there you go.
Oh man.
All right. Usually I go to a commercial, but I gotta ask this question right now. All right. One, what was the favorite food? Come on, spit it out. What's the food? What's the food?
My favorite food? Oh my God, there's so many, but oxtail and fry fish, man.
And number two, you said you met your wife at what age?
I was about 18 or 19, around there somewhere. She was 17.
All right. And then who picked who up? All
Ooh,
right.
it's good that you asked.
We're gonna go to commercial and be right back. If you want to know, stay tuned. CMJ Entertainment is a one-stop shop. CMJ Entertainment helps people to do any type of events, and it's a marketing tool as well. So we'll cover everything from start to finish. If it's a wedding, we'll make sure your wedding is over the top. And if it's an event, we make sure that everybody gets information at the end of the day. Give us a call at 416-414-8964 or online, go to cmjent.com. All right. Before I went to break, we had everybody wait. No. Let's find out. I know you guys, you hated me for that one, audience, but here we go. When did you and your wife meet and who picked up who? Go ahead.
All right. So I don't know if y'all remember, and the old school people here remember Club Vertigo, Dufferin and
Okay.
Finch.
There you go.
All right. So I used to work there, and her and her sister came. We actually met twice. Here's a funny story. The first time we met, her sister said she lost her license in the club. So I was helping them to look for the license for her sister.
Okay.
And during the time of helping, her sister's like, by the way, my little sister likes you, yada, 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 yada. And I'm feeling all good and special. I'm like, oh, yeah, let me see this girl, because I'm sorry, like, I'm very picky, right? I saw him like, well, okay, yes. It's exactly like what I pictured, how I pictured my wife to look. I kid you not, I'm not even making it up. It's exactly how I dreamt of my wife to look. That was her. So we talked for like 30 seconds and said, okay, hold on. I got to go do something in the kitchen. Don't leave. When I came back, they were gone. This was like October of like 92 or something like that. They were gone. And then it was around February of 93 that I was there, and these ladies sitting at a table asking me to light a candle. And it was like 4 of them. And I'm like, why the hell are 4 of you ladies sitting at a table and asking me to light a candle? What is the damn point to that? So this is what I'm talking to them, right? And I lit the candle in the house, struggled to light the candle, almost burnt my finger. So when I was finished, the sister goes, hey, remember I came last time, I lost my license? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh, yeah, that was me. I'm like, that was me. So I'm like, where's your nice girlfriend? She goes, oh, it's my sister. I'm like, aha, you came back. So ever since that day, we've been unseparable, man. It's just been like that. We have not separated.
So here's a real question, though. Did you find the ID, or was that just a line saying that she lost her ID?
I am convinced it was a line because the ID turned up months later in her jeans pants pockets. Tell me about that.
All right. Well, this is not fair. We got to get her side. So if we ever talk to her, audience, I'll make sure I'll get her side for everybody, because everybody's like,
that's exactly what she's going to tell you. She may put her little spin, but 99.999% is exactly how it occurred. Hey, I was at work, so I can't lie. They came in my territory.
All right. So here we go. Let's check out the website, because if you want to get that perfect match, sometimes that's what you got to do. Go to the club, pretend you leave something here, find that certain somebody. This is how we're going to do it. All right. So check out the website. You can go to services. You can go and put your name in. There's different things that you can attach yourself to, all right here. It's real simple. And here's the thing. No one has to know what you're doing. You can go online, you can meet Zoom, face to face. It's really up to you. Sometimes you might be a little shy to start, but this is what you need to do. All right. So tell us about your coaching sessions online. Give us a little bit more details.
Yeah. So to start, everyone that we take on as a client, we have a course called 12-Day Journey, Discovering Your Self-Worth to Avoid the Wrong Relationship. So everyone that's a client, we enroll them in that because we want to make sure everyone that we connect are on the same playing field. So that is a 12-day course. You do 1 video each day. Or if you want to do it all, it's 5 hours, but we recommend doing 1 per day. We have a workbook that goes with it that you will download. This is actually the workbook, thick workbook. So you're actually doing that course and you're learning all about yourself. And within learning about yourself, you're learning exactly who you are as a person, what you're looking for in a partner, right? Because we're not doing things for failure. We're not just doing it for quick hookups, right? So once you enroll in that, and we do the interview to learn all about you. Then we start to present you and making connection. We also have the image consulting section as well. And within the image consulting, so this is where we do, if you need a makeover, we will do a full out makeover. We got barbers that we work closer with, stores that we work closer with. We have our image consultant that we go shopping with you to get you stuff that's going to highlight you best. Okay. Because a lot of people, believe it or not, don't know how to dress, right? They don't know how to dress. Like, I'm a short guy. I won't wear my pants sagging because it doesn't work on short guys. Don't wear your pants sagging if you're short like me. Doesn't work. Right. So these are just some of the things that we do in terms of what we do in our services. And then in the coaching session now, we sit down every date you go on. We sit with you to learn about the person, how they are on a date, to see what they need to change, as well as we sit with that person and we do the whole dating feedback with you. We help you with the do's and the don'ts. We also help you in how to carry conversations on a date, because some people really don't know, especially introverts, right? I have a client who's an introvert, and I sat with him the other day, giving him tips on how to open up as a date to hold and carry conversations. So that's just some of the coaching, and then the imaging consultant, that's just what we do.
Yeah, because sometimes your look, first thing people see when you walk through the door is the look, and then they, we all do it. We put a little stigma on you, and we think without even listening to a word that comes out your mouth. So the look got to be there as well. You see somebody, especially women, looking at you and say, okay, they'll check you out, make sure nails clean, everything clean, make sure you get your manicure, fellas. I know, get it done. So it's
get it done.
Get it done.
Exactly.
All right. So last but not least, how much time? Roughly, someone says, "I'm ready now. Summer's around the corner. Can you find me a partner by January?" Like,
well, put it this way. Like I said, patience is a virtue. And if you want to find the right person, we're not looking to rush you just to connect you with someone. We want to connect you with that someone, with the one for you. Okay. So we have contracts that are 6 months duration and 1 year duration. So within the 6 months, we make 3 solid introduction. And these are people who we've well vetted among everyone. And we say, okay, you know what? You and this person are compatible in every area. We look at heights, we look at everything, style of communication, we look at love languages, we look at everything. We don't, like, put it this way, we go as detailed as, do you have any allergies to smell? Right? It's a simple thing.
And then here's a question I'm going to ask, because I've been talking to people and then they say, "Oh, that's a young person thing." You know what I mean? I don't have time for that young people thing. Dating, my days are done. I'm old, blah, blah, blah. What age is old? What age do you stop dating? What age is, you don't find that perfect match? What is it?
Well, here's the thing. Regardless if you're 99, there's something called companionship, which is bigger than dating. Right? Because at the end of the day, we all desire companionship. No one wants to sit in a house by themselves without having someone they can share a conversation with, right? So it's not a matter of dating is for young people. It's just the older folks never really dated. That's really what it is, right? So now it's a new thing for them to say date, but the process of getting to know someone, having someone you can talk to, you can connect with, that never ends. Even when you're 99 years old, even someone that's like lay up in a hospital, can't really move, want to know they have someone at their side. That's really what this is about, which is bigger than dating.
All right.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Before we go, let's go.
Now time for Pick 3.
It's now time for Pick 3. We're at that moment of the show. Before we let you go, you're going to pick your last 3 questions that I'm going to ask you before we let you go. So give me 3 numbers between 1 and 13, and those are the questions I'm going to ask you. Give me 3.
Well, number 8, because I'm the 8th child, so that's my favorite number.
Okay.
And I will go with number 4.
Okay.
And they say 13 is a bad lucky number, so let's go with it.
All right. Question number 8. If you were in my shoes, what question would you ask you that I didn't ask you?
What question would I ask me that you did not ask me? Oh my goodness. I guess what makes a relationship works.
And the answer is?
So it takes full commitment. It takes growing together. It takes constant communication, right? One cannot outgrow the other. Not having secrets from each other unless it's a surprise, right? So that's really what it is. The ingredient is staying together, growing together, praying together as well, and just don't assume that the person should have known because, hey, you should have known me. No, we're not mind readers. So always express yourself in a way that your partner can understand you.
Perfect. All right. Number 4. What are some great resources that have helped you along the way?
Experiences and just talking to people along the way, people who are in great relationships, people who are in relationships that are struggling. So just always talking to people and reading stuff on just learning how the mind works, chemistry and all those things has really helped me to excel in what it is I'm doing. And even in my relationship.
All right. Now, last question. What are 3 podcasts that you would recommend to the audience?
So, of course, I can't leave yours out now. It would just be Arms House.
Good answer.
And so pretty much my wife and I and another friend, a couple, has one we were doing years ago. We kind of stopped it, but we're going to be rebooting that soon. It's called Marital Chemistry. So it's on YouTube as well as it's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You can find it on all the platform, right? So we dive deep, my wife, I, and that's another couple right there. We met while we were living in Vancouver. So that's a podcast where we dive deep and get dirty into like every ends of relationship. Next one I'd recommend, oh my God, I cannot leave out Ayana. She is someone that, you know what? She will straighten you, right? Because she's going to say the things that you may not want to hear, but you need to hear. And I'm that type of a person. You may not want to hear it, but you need to hear it. So let's say it, let's make some changes and hold each other accountable.
There you go. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Now, if you want more information, send them an email right there. All right. Just say, hey, listen, I saw you on the show. I think it's time. You know what I mean? My relationships haven't been working out. Can you help me out? Boom, boom, boom. Send a quick email. It's right there. If you just want to jump onto the course, follow along, go, email, website. It's right there. Just jump in, hit the form and say, listen, I'm ready. You know, I need Chuck to MC my wedding in next year or two. So let's get it done.
The last time we connected was a wedding we worked together as well.
That's right. That's right. See, connections happen. Great things happen. All right, everybody. You didn't have to watch, but I'm so glad that you did. Take the time to know somebody. Everybody's such in a rush to hook up. Oh, my time clock is happening. Yeah, your time clock is happening. But what do you want to have? Your time clock or that perfect match? You figure it out and let us know. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Has come to an end, but the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or advice are encouraged to obtain professional legal and medical services.